Dr. Nikhil, you are on. This is a case in whom I will show the figure. Can we show the figure? Can we have the case sheet? Because in this case, we have placed a stricture.
Yeah.
And in this case, this is the what they appeared like. This was the pancreatic duct stone here. We found dilated pancreatic duct and we place a stent into the pancreatic duct. But we were not sure what is wrong here in the neck of pancreas. So Dr. Nikhil will show what is wrong there and what is to be done. You have got around 10 minutes. We are running late.
This is a case of chronic atrophic pancreatitis where disproportionate dilatation of duct in the body as compared to the head region.
So,
so as you can see, this is a heterogeneous hypoechoic mass measuring around 3.5 into 2.5 centimeter in the pancreatic neck region, and the duct proximal to this is dilated till 1.2 centimeter. Can somebody measure the duct? This duct, yeah.
Never make the mistake of overshooting the duct.
So this is a PD proximal to the mass, suggests abrupt obstruction and dilatation. And then we trace the mass towards the D1, towards the ampullary area. And this is the PD with stone in the ampullary area. So obstructive mass in a setting of chronic pancreatitis, which is heterogeneous, we can evaluate the mass using elastography because inflammatory mass can be very difficult to differentiate from malignant mass in a setting of chronic pancreatitis. Can you switch on the elastography? Let me focus.
Ready?
Wait. So
Dr. Nikhil, what do you think? This is a mass. Where is the mass now?
So the location of mass in the pancreatic neck, intraductal, because we can demonstrate the continuation of the mass with the duct.
So you think this is an intraductal mass?
Yes. And the atrophy, parenchyma is totally atrophied. So it is very difficult to differentiate, but you can trace the duct before and after the mass.
Can you show once more the duct to the audience before and after? So this is which way you are going? You are
going towards the ampulla.
You are going now towards the ampulla.
Yeah.
This is the stone, as I said.
And dilated PD.
And this is the stent also.
Stent has migrated actually. We saw
stent has migrated. Yeah. So this is the
stone.
Yeah. Stone.
And as I go anti-clockwise,
stone. This is stone.
Stone with dilated PD.
Yeah. And but this is converting into a mass.
Yeah.
And this is now the full blown mass.
You can see some periphery of duct around the mass.
You can you think is the periphery. Yes. This is the periphery of duct.
Yes.
So that is why you are saying that this is an intraductal mass.
Exactly. And as I trace more anti-clockwise towards the body area, it is dilated even more.
So we will, so this mass is extending into the body area.
Yes, and the PD is almost twice the size in the body as compared to the head.
Okay, can we just push in the little scope and little more? So you want interruption? Okay, we will be interrupted for 1 minute to show the result of the first FNAC. Dr. Rashi is there. I will give the mic to Dr. Rashi. Can you shift, please?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Rashi from the Department of Pathology at Aryavarth Hospital.
It's 1.2. I have already measured that.
I'm going to present today's FNAC findings for the case number 1. 36-year-old female. FNAC was done from para-aortic lymph node. 6 smears were prepared and sent for cytology. They were stained by rapid Romanowski stain and examined. This is a photomicrograph of the smears at low magnification, showing an overview of the cellularity of the smears. As we can see here that the smears are highly cellular. On higher magnification, we can see there are atypical cells arranged in the form of loose clusters. These cells have high NC ratio, irregular pleomorphic nuclei, hyperchromatic nuclei, with small prominent nuclei and scanty cytoplasm.
I will give it back to you.
On closer examination, some of these clusters show the granular arrangement of the cells. We can also see some increased mitosis as pointed out by the arrows in these atypical cells, which again points towards malignancy. So our final diagnosis was positive for malignant cells. Features such as metastatic carcinoma, favoring an adenocarcinoma. Thank you for your kind attention.
Okay. So we are back now.
So I'd like to you all to focus on the mass. So we can see the duct proximal to the mass, which is grossly dilated. It's an obstructive pancreatic mass.
So this is the, okay, this is the duct which is proximal.
Yes.
So can we improve on the image more on this part, because we want to, this is where is the, because we will try and improve on this frequency high, frequency, line density. We'll move the focus to this area that you found out. So this, you are interested in this area.
Yes.
You are interested in this area.
This is the highest chance of getting the biopsy.
So but you want to characterize this first.
Yes.
Huh? So we will zoom it more. We will zoom it more. And so this is the area you are interested in toward the next side.
Yeah.
That you see, this is the mass and this is the, I think, shouldering.
So it's abrupt cutoff that we say, which is.
Do you want to do FNSC from here or most prominent? Okay.
Where there is abrupt transition. Yeah.
But we can see the shouldering. I think it should be malignancy.
Yeah. This is the shouldering.
So this is the shouldering. So the elastography was applied, but we don't have much time because we are running against time.
We can see the mass is averting the portal vein as well.
Oh, so but here it is, this is at this place. This is the place.
Yeah, this is abatement.
Okay.
Flow is there, so it's not encasing but abating.
Do you think it is operable?
So based on the portal vein, yes, but we need to see the celiac and SMA also.
So this vessel, so but less likely because this is a neck mass. If you say portal vein, then everything is okay. The celiac are too far off.
Too far off. I think this is operable.
This is
it looks like, because see the flow is maintained, it's not encasing, it's not compressed.
And the gastroduodenal artery is also clear. Because this is the somewhere I rotate more. Yeah, this is the gastroduodenal artery. So the gastroduodenal artery doesn't matter also, because from here and the hepatic artery is quite up. So this is a pure neck mass close to them.
So a patient is having persistent pain, even if the biopsy comes out negative in this setting, I think he deserves a surgery.
Okay, so you do FNAC, please. Anything else you want to see? I feel this mass is, what is this? Doesn't look like.
It's a compressed duct, maybe in the within or side branch. Could be a.
So maybe, as you said, the duct is seen on the side. This is the rim of the duct in this part. This is the rim. So this is the rim of the duct. So this is a stone.
No, this is the mass.
This mass. Rotate. Can you see if mass is continuing into a stone or not? Stone and mass? No, here no stone. The other side. Rotate clockwise. No. And this is this. Yes, this is the stone. This is a stone. See, this is. Let me high zoom it. I would say this is the pancreatic duct. And these stones in the head of the pancreas. Head of the pancreas. Rotate other way, please. Stone. This here is becoming mass.
No, so this is towards clockwise. So I'm going anti-clock. Now it will convert into mass.
Yeah. So difficult to say, but this. So there are stones below. What I thought was a stricture is not a stricture. It is a mass which is narrowing this. So this is a malignancy.
Most likely malignancy because of the duct compression, but in the background of chronic pancreatitis, it could still be.
Please do FNAC. You got 5 minutes to do the FNAC of this mass. Next is video.
Sheet also. Lock.
नहीं तेज करेंगे ना शिफ्ट तो करते एक और चलेगा
Shoot out now.
माइक है
शीट लॉक है, नीडल बाहर नहीं आ रही, बाहर निकालना पड़ता है।
So you slipped out.
So the needle is not coming out smoothly in the D1.
So the needle was not coming out. You
so I'm
brought the
planning to
scope back.
yeah. I think needle is not coming out. Even in the stomach, needle is not coming out.
So sometimes you will have to move the down knob down so that the needle comes out. Needle, no, wait. Let me take out the needle. We are taking the needle couldn't come out, so we are taking the scope back into the duodenum with the needle out. This is a little bit tricky, but we are now back. Okay. So the needle has been taken out. Okay. You want it locked?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This is locked, no? Tightly felt. Okay.
It's not moving. Needle bend हो गया है, bend हो गया needle लग रहा है. I think needle is bent. Resistance है sir.
You change the needle. Take another needle. This needle is not coming out. Some problem with the needle. So we.
I think bend हो गया है.
पुरानी needle नहीं है. New needle. This one is also troubling you?
No, this is okay.
So some Anil, has the needle come out? Not yet. Wait. Can I take the needle out right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, fix it. So we are now seeing this is the needle.
Yeah.
We are able to see the mass, and this needle is going to puncture in this place.
Yeah.
Yes. This is the.
So I'm ready to go in. The patient is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm inside the mass. Okay.
You're inside the mass.
Can someone take out the stylet?
How deep you are inside the mass? You want to go up to this place?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you are quite deep.
Can you?
So you can. Yeah.
Can someone take out the stylet?
Style it out.
So we'll be doing slow pull method. Take out slowly. Take out the stylet slowly. It's a hard mass.
You feel it is a hard mass?
Yeah.
We are trying to rotate and find what is the best axis here.
Yeah. Patient is not anesthetized. I'm trying to go to different directions. Trying to do the fanning technique.
What you are fanning is that you are moving the needle in
Yes,
different
yes.
direction. So you are fanning it then by number one, rotating right and left.
Shoulder movement, right and left, and up down.
So three movements. So you don't move the elevator up and down. You move
Elevator also. In
elevator.
between.
So you move elevator up and down. You move it.
Sometimes shoulders.
So I think we are done with the sampling.
Yeah.
So can you take the needle out?
Yeah.
And you see if the
Lock करें. Lock कर दो. Patient also woke up in between, but
so patient, we cannot afford to give sedation to the patient anymore. So I think we will remove the scope and we will proceed with the next case, and if sampling is required, we will do the sampling. So I will meantime apologize to the, because we need to finish one case fast. Dr. Amitabh and Dr. Varun Mehta is here.
thank you everyone. Thank you, Malesh Sir.
We need, we will take this case. We need, because we are running few minutes late. Okay. So we need to do the case. Dr. Amitabh, you know, present the case. Take the mic over, and this.
थोड़ा white को रहा है. नहीं white है उसमें.
So we will, in the meantime, because
Flush करेंगे क्या?
6:20 is the therapeutic period.
ये white tissue है.
So we will be late by probably 5 to 10 minutes for the lecture. And I hope Dr. Dong will please accommodate us because we are running a few minutes late. But we are trying hard because this patient we got late and we are running late. I think we will present this case, and in this case we are going to place a
We have some white coat. White coat tissue. I think we should.
Nikhil feels comfortable that there should be sample, but we will take more samples in a separate room, separate endoscopy room for this patient.
मित्र वाले कह रहे तुमने डलवाया वो मित्र वाला हाँ तो फिर ठीक है
बढ़िया
वो तो कहानी के बाद वही है उसके बाद तो
हाँ मुंबई में.
So the next case is what is it?
मित्र वाला वो सिस्टम.
So we have seen there are several types of stents which are available, and the stents that are available include the stents of in India, the stents of Boston Scientific we have shown. Then we have stents Texas. What are the stents available? Ritesh will tell. For cystogastrophy, plastic stent we have seen. We have seen Axios, but Axios is sort of probably being less. Can you give the mic?
Yeah.
Sir. Sorry. Yeah. Amitabh, which stent? What are the stents you would like to put in the case of pancreatic pseudocyst, and why?
In a case of pancreatic pseudocyst, the way the CT says, obviously this is not showing any debris. So in this case, if it goes according to what CT says, then probably a plastic stent also would suffice. And the second option would be obviously to put a lamp.
So, what are the type of stents and which one can you prefer among the three?
So here, what we're trying to push in this particular one is Mitra stent, which is
In general, what are the lamps that are available?
one is the system which we use in the morning, which has a quarterly system attached to it, and we go as a one go. and finish the hot axios, which is, this is one is similar. This has a similar hot axios like thing. Then comes the one in which we have to do the entire process of dilatation and then put the NAMs. And the third one which we are talking about.
Yeah, so
Nagi.
hot axios,
But then
Nagi,
they are more or less similar in some ways.
So we have now the remaining cases are of mainly pancreatic pseudocyst, and the problem is troubleshooting. So we expect some troubles to happen in the next 3 cases, but the people who are doing, they hope and they expect that nothing happens. So we will know the person who is performing. Like we had several troubleshooting cases, like I lost guide wire access in a case of Colidoco rendezvous procedure, then the guide wire could not really enter the pancreatic duct, but in the end, both cases were salvaged. And so we started the day with the presence of a trichobazor, and we told you the trichobazor when we started preparation, the trichobazor came out, but unfortunately we could not collect it to show you that, but the trichobazor came out during colonoscopy preparation for the patient. So this part was done, and we will show you the
What's
slides
your
of the trichobazor probably,
You're from
hopefully, what was it before, what it after,
Surat, one of
and
our
how a
channels.
trichobazor was maintained, but that is a separate part. We will now start with the cystogastrostomy in this case. So the cystogastrostomy, and Dr. Amitabh Jarat will present the case, will take the case along with Dr. Varun Mehta. Dr. Varun, I am thankful to Dr. Varun has attended all our conferences. He is professor of DNC Ludhiana, and Dr. Varun has been very actively involved in writing with us many articles.
Thank you, sir.
And
Thank you, sir.
and I hope we will continue. And Dr. Varun, you have done a lot of cases of axios stenting. What is your
Yes.
experience?
So the experience of using a LAMS in a patient with organized necrosis is really very good. We have done patients even with 40 to 60% necrosis with gratifying results. The results are so good that even after around 4 to 5 days, the patient becomes quite asymptomatic. And in a very rare patient, we have done direct endoscopic necrosectomy or hydrogen peroxide lavages. Most of the patients who have around 30 to 40% necrosis, they have a very optimal drainage with placement of a LAMS. So, sir, we are probably coming out with a series of some patients where we have used LAMS as a primary treatment for organized necrosis. And shortly, I think that would be a published data.
So among the 3 stents, that is Spexus, then Jemitra, can you
Yes.
show your stent, please? I mean, because this is the stent we are trying to use. If we use either a plastic stent,
Yes.
or we will use a stent of Jemitra. So this Dr. Siddharth Srivastava unfortunately is not here, and Dr. Siddharth and GB Pant has used this. So this is the stent of Jemitra, and this is what we will try. So the advantage is
Inbuilt quadrille system is there, sir, and
so,
this has got an inbuilt quadrille system, and it doesn't require any wire guided this thing, and it doesn't require dilatation. So it is almost similar to the hot access.
it is almost similar to a hot axial. So we'll discuss the variations. Can you give the scope, please? So anything, so we will, can we open it and see? Yeah, okay. Because I think most likely we will end up using it, but do you know about anything about what is the special part about? We would like to dismantle.
Would you like
and then
to?
show the stent.
Show the various deployment movements.
Show it before, okay.
Show the various deployment movements.
Okay, can you put on your glove?
Yes.
So this is the
So-
marker, what is
Yes. So this is almost similar to the hot, usually available stent, which is hot access, which has got a distal deployment, and the proximal deployment can be done without an endoscopic or a wire guided guidance. So probably this is in addition to what are 2 stents are already available. Hot access, Nagi stent is available. Another stent which we have been using very often is SPGI, EGIS stent, which requires a wire guided excess and the dilatation by a hurricane balloon. Please explain the stent. So
basically-
focus on the stent. Huh?
So basically, this is a electrocautery attached device, which we have given the name of Onto RF. Onto is our a kind of brand. So in this we have a electrocautery attached system, and here is the like every stent is having, but we have also having a radio effect marker on the tip, and at the one is at the center. And for this endoscopic vision, we have this orange marker. So with the help of this orange marker and with the help of this endoscopic vision, we can place, we can just locate the stent, and with this help of this marking, we can just deploy. The deployment procedure is very simple. Once with the help of electrocautery, we will puncture the site, and we will into the cyst. Then according to the with the help of this marker, like radioactive markers, we will just do a partial deployment. So that the US in the US, we can see the distal layer, and with the help of this orange marking in the endoscopic vision, we can do the full deployment.
Are there any marking on this?
Yes, sir.
which would
Yes.
guide-
Yes, sir. So we have marking on this lateral end of this. So sir, we have this red marking. So red marking and black marking. So red marking is the sir, point of recapture, and this black marking is the point of the whole deployment, sir.
So are there any marking for partial deployment that distal flanges deployed? Do
Yes,
we
sir.
have some marking?
Yes. In this case, we have this black marking also. So it is for
That we usually see on US also.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that we usually see on the US also.
I'm just starting the machine, has it hanged up?
EG out, उसको yes कर दो.
So before we proceed for a patient with fluid collection drainage, 3 or 4 important things which we should highlight is what are the symptoms of the patient. Size of the collection doesn't matter. What matters is the symptoms of the patient. So if the patient is symptomatic in form of gastric outlet obstruction, biliary obstruction, some vesical obstruction or sepsis, only then we should be taking up the patient. Second, how many collections are there? The best for transmural drainage is a single collection. Multiple collection is not usually the optimal patient to be taken up for transmural drainage. If the collection is extending into the lumbar areas, the right or the left lumbar areas, that is probably not a very good patient to be taken up for the collection drain, endoscopic drainage. So what we need to know beforehand is what is the optimal patient. Usually good to take up a patient with around 30 to 60% necrosis. Beyond that, I think it is more of a surgical domain. And it should be free of any vascular complication like pseudoaneurysm. We must look for pseudoaneurysms before we actually do a collection drainage. So, need to pull your scope a bit. So here is a collection which Dr. Amitabh has very well focused. Dr. Malik, do you think there's some discrepancy between the collection appearance on CT and the appearance on US? Sometimes the CT reports it as a fluid collection. We see there is a
I
liquefied.
think Surinder made a very,
Yes.
I think Surinder Rana made a very valid point today, sorry, Miss Doctor, that somebody made a valid point today that the CT is of least importance when you
Yes,
are
at
trying to
least.
assess.
Yes.
So I think we can start with the case. Amitabh, we are running a little bit late, so we are not giving you much time. Just put in a stand and show it. So we are ready, battery connected, everything ready.
So this is a collection.
You be ready.
The distance between the probe and the collection wall should be less than usually 1.5 centimeters. The intracystic area and the extracystic area should be free of vascular channels. And
probably never be, CT should be used to guide, but it should not be used to dictate dictate the treatment.
Okay, so now put in the scope. I think we have seen enough. Now we want to put in the stent and be
Do it.
done with it. So put in the stent.
The first thing that will come out is the sheet. Sheet सबसे पहले आएगी. So I think this is one of the ideal situations where this collection is almost abutting the gastric wall. But Amita, do you think that you need to create some distance so that you can see your assessor is actually coming from the US window? No, it's okay, a bit towards it. Yes. So once you do a collection drainage, try to focus your collection in a way that it is in form of an oval shape rather than being placed vertically or in a diagonal shape.
So somebody will hold the scope. You want
I'll
from
hold
the
the
scope.
scope.
Okay, you
I'll
hold.
hold the scope for you.
Yeah. Got it.
Got it. So we are ready. Puncture.
Okay. No, it's going forward.
Yeah, we are in.
So you are in.
You are in. This much effort is only required. Now we are going to. No. Keep
No,
it
no,
straight,
आगे
keep it
बढ़ा
straight, keep it straight.
Hold करके रखो.
Distal deployment.
Only thing is, this is too big a cyst. I would like to keep all the time. How much? Because before opening and all. Where is the tip of the cyst? Open one end.
Yes. Show us the
Okay.
distal end, please.
अपने.
We are not able to see the distal end because this is such a big cyst.
No.
Fluoro, Arun, fluoro.
Fluoro, please. Can we have the fluoro? Are you sure you are inside?
I think I'm
I'm not
inside.
sure.
Okay.
No, don't move. Don't move.
नहीं इधर से नहीं देखना पड़ेगा.
Movement is minimal. Have minimal movement. Can we have the fluoro, please?
I think that mark comes because of this.
No. That is a speck of necrosis. This is a speck of necrosis.
दिखाना. Fluoro.
Okay.
Are we there?
So we can push it more inside. Because,
You can push it, I think, bit more inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really.
we are-
yeah, now we can see it now. Now more inside.
So
more
now you
inside.
start deploying the distal flange.
Okay.
The distal, no, scope moment.
So the distal flange will be seen differently compared to the exhaust.
So it is opening up.
Opening up. नहीं?
It's opening up. Can you see it opening up? You can have sit on the floor as well. Floor, please.
Do a thing. Dynamic range बिल्कुल low कर दो. Low कर दे बिल्कुल.
So the distal flange is not yet opening up.
Bit more inside. Bit more inside. Push it. Push. Elevator release.
Just see. Show.
Okay. Now we are okay.
Fluoro, open. And
हाँ, open हो गया.
give it to him.
Open the distal flange.
Fluoro.
Yes.
Now you wait.
On the floor also, but yeah.
Yes. So you pull it back. Yes.
You will it open more or it is enough? Oh, because it's too much zoom. Okay. Pull it back more.
Okay. Now you're almost
Open
push
more.
it down.
Open more.
Push it down.
Yeah. Now.
Yes.
Now it open.
Now the braille has opened up.
Right. So now.
I think you pull it more, make a dumbbell of it. What is the word? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now.
Right.
Okay. Now turn clockwise body to right. Am I right?
Yeah.
Move the down knob down a little bit and open the second knob.
Open and see the marker on the endoscopy. It will open up in the channel. Then you just have to push it and it will go and snudge against the gastric wall.
Open.
Okay.
Open. Ready?
The distal flange, as you see, is, I think, opened up fully. You can see the dumbbell part of the stent. Can someone focus on endoscopic image now? Can someone focus on endoscopic image now, please?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Now, are you deploying the distal flange?
No, do that.
Okay. Okay, so that is the endoscopic view.
Yeah. You start
Now
deploying-
deploy. Are we ready? Okay.
Okay, can you see the endoscopic vision now? No, not. Keep it still, keep it still. So I think a bit of more push inside, bit of more push inside. Okay, that's perfect. This is a very small stent. The length of the stent is very small.
You're done?
It is deployed, but what we need to do is push it now.
Push it.
Amitabh has to push it, I think.
Yeah, pull and push.
Yeah, because we can push the stent a little bit because it's still, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Okay, can you see the drainage that is coming out?
Suction again.
It is draining thick pus.
No, I don't think it is thick. It is colored.
It is, yes, sir. Now, initially to be thick, sir. Actually.
Okay, it is. So we will do the rest. You can start with the lecture of Dongwon CEO.